No, sir.
Very good afternoon.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, yesterday problem it didn't solve, sir. I tried, sir, but it's still not baking.
Still not baking, but you remember I tried. It worked like without any problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know what's wrong with it. I uninstalled and I installed it also, sir.
Hmm.
Substance Painter. I have mailed to Substance Painter also. They will respond. I think they will know what's wrong. Also.
So you're using the updated latest version that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it should work. Like even I am using the same thing. It is working perfectly without any problem. Uh, that's strange. Uh, so okay, if you're having problem in baking, because that is a very simple model. It should bake.
Yes,
Which GPU you have?
Graph 2080 Max Q, sir. RTX.
RTX 2080. It should like it's a very good graphic card.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, sir. It's keep on crashing, and the Unreal also keep on crashing. It's making my work so slow, sir.
No, like no, that's what like obviously if it crash, it cannot really work. Because I am using like of a college, I'm using 1050 Ti, and here also it's working perfectly. Home I'm using 1060, and it's everything working perfectly. There's no problem at all.
Yes,
So
sir. I
I don't
don't know
know
what's wrong.
which you are using Windows 10, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Windows 10 is very good. There is no clash also. Um, like if you are on system, can you show me like what is happening?
Yes, sir. Can you give me a minute, sir? I'll on the
Of course,
substance.
of course, of course, of course. Anyways, like it's just 3 minutes happened. Nobody else joined, so you can definitely like, take your time and do it. Because like, the thing is like because yesterday I tried baking, it baked without any problem. So and what is happening in your system, I really can't say.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'll share the screen.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This is the barrel.
Yes, sir. When I'm trying to bake, sir.
It's baked already, right?
No, sir. It's not baked. I'm having problems since so many days, sir. So without baking, I'm doing it.
No, but I can see baking bakes are there.
Now it's baking, sir. But when it comes to 42 like that, it's crashing like that.
Crashing like that.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, good, very good afternoon. Just give me a second. Yes. So just you can share it again. Just let me see the file. See what is happening there.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. I'll
Yeah.
open it again.
Yes, yes. Open it. Okay.
Can you see?
So I can see you. Just wait a minute. Can you just simply open you have this model, right?
No, sir. Actually, I forgot and delete. Where did I keep? I forgot.
No problem. So go to files. Files. There's an option called export mesh. Export the mesh to desktop or somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now go to files and make new. New. And now select the barrel. That barrel only. And Oh, one
Okay.
second, one second, one second, one second. Compute tangent space per fragment. Everything is correct. Directrix is correct. Starter asset. Okay, looks fine only. Okay, press OK. Discard. Okay. So now go to now try baking. Low poly as a high poly, yes. Again crashed. Okay, so open substance once again.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. I'll open.
Yeah. When a substance is opening, is it showing any error or anything? Just like, is it showing any error or any note or anything like, let's say hardware or driver issue or something or anything?
No, sir. Nothing, sir. Just crashing to the extent.
No. While opening.
No, sir. No, sir.
So have
It's
you
just
opened?
showing that it's just showing that it's an older version. Means model is saying something.
Okay, like your software needs update. That's what it's saying, right?
No,
You need
sir.
to
No, sir. Actually, I did this barrel in older version of Substance Painter, so it's showing that message.
Oh, that is not the issue. So have you opened it? I cannot see anything.
1 minute. Still open.
Okay. Okay. Just go to just give me a second. Click on this option here. I just marked it. Okay. Memory will set to 100 MB. Okay. So yours you can go to edit. Let me open my Unreal Substance also. Because they have switched options. Can you go to project configuration? Let's see. DirectX, compute tangent space, everything is correct. Cancel it. No problem. Now go to same edit. Here's a settings. Settings. And now here I can just give me a second. I'll open some file because I'm also using the same version, so I can check it.
Yes, sir.
Because this is a updated version. In this, they have changed option here and there. So I just
Yes,
need to
sir. Actually, it's happened after the update. Sir.
Update. Yes. So I need to check that. Just give me a second. My file is opening. Click on general. The general is already clicked. So let's see. Viewport scaling is auto. Everything is same. UV is correct, and scroll, rotation, zoom, save, directly. Scroll down. Yes. Okay. GPU registering, everything is on. Okay. Local cache. Scroll down. Local cache is 500 MB is correct. Only there is no difference at all. Then temporary. Do you have space in your C drive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Hardware support.
Whichever model I'm opening and doing baking, it's crashing, sir. Any model. Sir.
Any model. Okay. Scroll down. Let's see setting. Maybe there's some issue. Okay. GPU. You see. It's iRay. Your GPU not detecting here.
Okay.
You can see there is no GPU.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it should, that's the issue. I guess because of that only this happening. Because in my scene, if I share my screen, in my this thing, it's showing GPU plus CPU. in your this thing, it's not reading your GPU. So without GPU, it won't be able to work. That's why it's crashing most probably. Your graphic driver is updated. It's working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you sure? NVIDIA,
yes, sir,
just check that NVIDIA this thing. Have you installed NVIDIA NVIDIA Experience or something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I'm opening, sir.
Just check it. There might be a conflict with the driver or something because of that this thing happening, because I can see here clearly it's saying resource list icon memory is 100 MB. Let me see in my system.
It's up to date.
It's the same only. It's same only showing. No, up to date. Which driver you're using? Studio driver or game driver?
Game driver.
Game driver.
42 471.41, sir. Means the version.
Okay, that is like obviously they release versions every week.
Yes,
so
sir,
this is like, it seems like some GPU issue only. So because okay, there's a small application called what is it name? GPU Z. GPU and Z, like GPU Z. Small application. So you can download that. It's a very small application just to check your GPU. Or which brand of GPU you have?
No, NVIDIA.
No, NVIDIA is a chipset company. Who is the manufacturer?
Asus, sir.
Asus. Okay. So with Asus, you must have got like a couple of. If you go to Asus site, they have this Asus what do you call it? Those add-on softwares where you can track your GPU, CPU, motherboard, all those things.
I should go check it.
Just check it, and it's there. So go to Asus and find your like motherboard or this thing, and they will have an application manager or something. There they will have all those small free applications. It's for Asus motherboards and GPUs. So download and check that, or you can download this GPU Z and check your GPU how it's working. Or what you can do, download a benchmark application. You know, right? GPU benchmarking. Download that and check your benchmark of GPU. I guess there is an issue with the GPU. I guess previously you was facing this heating issue, right?
Yes, sir. I gave it to for repasting, sir.
Okay.
After that, it was working fine, sir. But the heating issue didn't go. But it's like became very less heating, sir.
Okay, less heating. Then it should be fine. So just cross check this benchmark and all those things, and cross check the standard benchmark of 2080. Like if there's any issue or any difference, because I feel it's your GPU problem. There's a problem with your GPU, because clearly I can see there's not GPU is not visible in hardware. If it in my system, like I'm using 1050, it's still visible.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Intel Drive support assistance. Can I go check this, sir? They will show the details and all while updating, sir.
Maybe, may not be. You can check that. That is the Intel's thing. But like for GPU, you have to check the like that. You need to basically verify your GPU, like everything is working fine or not. So like there's a lot of if you go to Asus site and if you check for your GPU, there will be a lot of add-on applications. So you can use those add-on applications and check what is going on with your GPU.
Yes, sir.
Then you can check and fix it, because it should work. I don't know, like there's some issue.
I'll download the GPU Z, sir.
Just cross check it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Stop sharing, sir.
Yes, you can stop sharing.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So today is technically our last class for environment 2. So if you guys have any kind of doubts, any kind of like you need like information or any support, help, or anything you want to ask, you can go for it. Like one more time, just opening my Unreal also. Just give me a minute. I'll open my Unreal. So that camera setting and all, I'll show that. I'll show that. So if, by that time, if you want, you can you can definitely like ask me those things, and I can pick. I can give will be more than happy how to create all these things, how to generate like whatever like problem you're facing, because like end of it, like whatever you're creating, because it's not about the finishing the module, you have to learn the module, like what is the like you need to understand the pipeline. Like we created low poly, we then UV8, we create texture, we import everything in Unreal, then we like we have modular pieces, we use one modular pieces multiple times and generate that entire scene, like a lot of parts. So how to duplicate that thing and how it works, because like in industry, I'll tell you like very honestly, in industry you won't be creating the entire scene in any given point of time. That is part of set designer. So there are layout artists, set designers, game designers. It's their job. So they will they will ask us to create all these assets, and we have to deliver all these assets. That's our job, and we have to make sure it works in engine, and we have to import all our file in engine and double check it. Everything is working without any problem. So that's our main job. So that is something like, because obviously you have created something and you should know how to showcase it. So that's why we're doing all this rendering and lighting also. So because whatever you will create, you have to showcase it also. You need a portfolio. So for that, we're doing those things. So I'll just open the file and show you how to create a render. So that is something to understand, like how to create textures and good quality textures, good quality low poly model, good UV, that is very important. And like there are like small things, like make sure like if you're using one model, one texture and one material, you cannot have one model with you can have, but technically you should not have. If it is a one solid model, it should use only one solid texture. If you have multiple parts using separate texture, that UV and model keep it separate. That will be nice way of doing it. Okay, yesterday I created camera. Let's see, cam. Okay. So I can just pin my camera here, and you can see I'm using Cine camera here. Cine camera have more option, just like your any professional camera, professional video camera, or your digital camera, SLR and all. It exactly works like that with all these options, and everything is already there. So suppose I want to create a very good quality render. So what I'll do, first thing, I'll create a camera. Now I want to render my scene out with a very good quality output. So what I have to do is I have to go to cinematics. So first create camera, then go to cinematics. Then there is something called add level sequence. Click on this and it will ask save it somewhere. So I'll just click this and save it. Let's save it. And after saving, it will open a window, new window, which is called sequencer. Sequencer is basically, it is like image sequence, right? Like sequencer. It basically creating a sequence of images, sequence of camera angles, sequence of your animation. That's what it means. So you create all this sequence. So now by default, it's empty. So I need to add, so why it's stuck in? So I need to create camera, need to add my camera here because I need to render out my camera. So what I'll do, track and add actor to sequencer. So what I'll do, search for my camera. I can see the camera, click on it. It will add the camera here and you can see some preview here. So by default, it's only 150 frame. So what I'll do, I'll increase the frame to maybe 600 or 2000, 3000, 4000 based on whatever I am planning to create. So let's 6000 is too much. Okay, let's keep 600. So now this is my camera. So now I want to create a image sequence. So image sequence means camera movement. So right now this is my starting point of camera, and this is 00 frame is my starting point. So I'm going to use a key animation. This is basically a key animation. To activate this key, it means auto key. If you move your camera, it will generate a key here. So first thing first, what you do, click on the transformation here plus. So it will create a key here. It will create a key here. Now, this is your starting point. Move the frame. This is basically number of frames. I move the frame. Now I move it to another screen. And cine camera, I can select F. And I can see my camera here. And now whichever direction I'll move, it will automatically generate a key. See, you can see a line here. It's generating a path basically.
Yes, sir.
So, and I can move it. Oh, it's too fast. So I can make it like this. If I want to move up and down, I can definitely do that as well if I want. This much is fine. So you can see it created a key here automatically. Now for second point, I'll just move it again and move my camera slightly further. Let's keep it here. And I want to rotate this thing slightly. So it will rotate. If I want, I can push it slightly back only. I want to see it nicely. I want to make this rendered slightly slow, kind of slow, not that fast. I move the frame again. Now let's move inside and rotate it slightly so that I can see my basic scene. So this much only I created this thing, this much only, 1, 2, 3 frames. Now, if I want to see the render in real time, not render, like video in real time, go to perspective, select cinematic view, click and go and select your camera. Now I can see the actual camera and actual render. Hit play. Now play and I can see the render. You can see instantly our animation is ready. So I feel it's like way too fast. I feel it's like way too fast. So what I'll do is here, I'll just increase the timeline, this number of this thing. And instead of 600, I'll make it 1000. And now increase this to oh my bad, like actually I forgot to increase this thing to 1000. Have to increase this to 1000. 600 should work. So all these things now I can just simply pull and this line also till here. So this is basically your final render output frames. Now I will check this thing. You can see now it become little wider. See. So, but you can see it creates little problem in animation. Reason I animated this first and then I modified the frames. So camera is moving randomly here and there. Because camera have restored all those information in it's like any initial stage, whatever I have created. So let's see once again. So you can see it's going up, back, something. So it's like going here and there. Direction changing. So how to now basically I have to fix this thing one more time. So what I'll do, I'll delete all this frame, select, delete, select, delete. Now I'll click here. So my camera will come to that point, exit this, perspective view again. Sorry, default view again. Camera I have selected, F to focus. Cine camera, F here. So my auto key and everything is still on. Rest everything have deleted. All this keyframe basically have deleted. Now I move it. Oh, sorry, my bad. Undo. I forgot to move the frame. So before animating, make sure move this, then move your camera. If you do it in wrong sequence, it won't work. It will create problem in animation. You can see I moved and created, it creates this point. Now move it once again. Slightly, I can move it slightly up. Rotate, I want to rotate it slightly. And then I'll move the frames again. W again, and move it inside, maybe slightly up. Too much up, slightly up, slightly rotate. And if we need to move it slightly back so that I can see the entire frame nicely. Okay, yes. So I created this thing. So now let's see. If I want to see the render means like a view, click on the camera, it will select the camera, and I can go to cinematic view. Oh, I have to select the camera again, and let's play. And now you can see now the process is slightly softer. It's not that fast because it's not rendered yet. So it's like, because it's a lot of stuff is going on in this scene, so it's a little heavy on the scene. It's taking a little time. You can see all these things. So I created this one sequencer and it's ready. So now what I'll do is, suppose I want one more render or one more camera angle or something. In that case, I'll just go for search for camera, cine camera again. So I want a different angle this time. Like cut shots, movie cut shots you see, like different angles, different things. So I want to create a cut shot. Where is my camera? Okay. Rotation. I have to rotate this. Yeah. So direction of the camera is wrong. I would change the direction. Or I want a different angle altogether. All right. It's little lagging, so I'm just having a little difficulty to rotate. So lagging now, so I'm just not able to move it smoothly. Low camera angle, low angle shot. So we can start from here. Too much. Yeah. Now I created one more camera, cinematic. I'll add one more sequencer. To use sequencer camera track, add system camera 2. Make sure you are selecting camera 2. Again, let's see, render 500. Oh my God. 500 frames. Okay. Now extend the frames first. Extend the video. And this is the first frame. Now auto key is on. So make sure initially add a key. And this is my camera. Exit this. Clicking, right clicking, why it's selecting all this thing? Okay. You see the camera here. Yeah. So I started my frame from this and move the number of frames. Then I can move it slightly or slightly upwards. And slightly zoom out. When it's zooming out, it's doing really fast, and when it's reduces camera speed. And slightly rotation. Then one more angle. I just change the frame number of. Randomly creating this thing just to show like how can this combine multiple animation. Zooming in, zooming out is becoming really hectic headache. And last thing, move it slightly. That's too much of rotation. Okay, just click create this thing. So I just added this thing also. I'll just save my file quickly. Save this also. Saved. So now I have two sequencers. And go to level. I have two sequencers. Double clicking and open it. Save this also. Close it and go back. So you can see two different sequencers here. Right click. What I have to do is I have to create one more sequencer. So now cinematics, add one more sequencer. If I want to combine both of them, this is, I name it as sequencer underscore master. Now this is open, nothing is there. So I'll go to my content browser, select these two, come back and drag drop here. So I have two cut shots here. So I have two cut shots here. So what I have to do is select the, this is my first scene, undo. This is the first scene. So I have to move this and place it exactly after this. Continuous, basically two different shots at once. The Unreal have a full-fledged animation tool With this, I can animate everything. I can overlap them. I can modify them. And now suppose I want to render this thing out. Let's save it first. And then I want to render it out. Click on the video. And I can see a video sequence AVI. This thing is there, or there's no audio. I can select like this thing, like it's like HD ready. Let's render HD ready only, because otherwise it will take a long time. So D drive, select folder, compression is 75, let it be, and then click on capture. Save selected always, save your files, and it will open a new window. It's a small window, but this small window will show you a little small preview of the entire render, only one corner or one section. So do not worry, as long as this is working and your render is rendering, and click on this folder, you can see where it's going to render. So let it render first. So it will render the entire video, and it's, you can see like whatever output you see, it's rendering that only. The capture finished. Okay. Capture finished so quickly. Okay. Here. Right click. Let's see. I have because I have used a high compression, so it didn't render the entire thing. Reason here, I don't have enough number of rendering options. This is, I need to increase and fill this thing entirely. This entire thing, until now, unless I mark this, it won't render the full sequence. So this red line is basically defining the number of frames going to render. Now, this time hit render again, capture movie. That's why I was so amazed like how it rendered so quickly. You can see now it's rendering the inside interior also.
Excuse me, sir.
Just tell me.
Sir, this one, when are we supposed to show, sir? The ENV2, sir?
Like submission, right?
Yes, sir.
Coming Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Like Wednesday is your 4th of August.
Yes, sir. So this is the final class of ENV2,
Yes,
sir.
environment final class. If you after this also we have other classes also. If you need any help, you can definitely get back to me. I'll help you out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On Monday, then which one do we have, sir?
Monday, you'll get your schedule on Saturday or something. New class, you'll get it. I most probably you have HSM, I believe.
I see, sir.
Hard surface modeling, yes, I believe HSM, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you, sir.
Welcome. So about to finish render. The last one is like really fast. So because really fast. So because otherwise it will take a really long. So this last second sequence is like quite fast. And anyways, let's check it out. Because we can always go back and refine it. Still rendering. This render is still way fast as compared to normal other renders, and because it's all real time, so it renders really quickly. And it's again depends upon like how we setting up the entire scene, how many lights and everything, and how beautifully we're set dressing it. So we can create those things. Yeah, yes, I guess it's done. So because I have rendered a low resolution, you can see the entire render. It's a little blurry because low resolution. And I feel slightly dark because yesterday I reduced the skylight, right? So in render, it will render everything properly. So I can see, I guess I need to increase the skylight slightly, make it slightly brighter. This is one cut shot. It's about to finish. Finish. It's okay. Then it's the second cut shot. So you can see like this, you can add multiple camera angles, and this is so like very bad camera movement. So I just like quickly fixed it. Just finish. Some nonsense, huh? So like you can add, like you can follow some movie and something reference, and based on that you can set your camera, render it out, and check everything. It should look very nice. I can do that, those things. So rendering, because end of it, like your final output depends upon what you're rendering, right? It's not because you created a very nice set in Unreal, but you haven't rendered it out properly, then it's a problem because you cannot showcase. How will you showcase that? Right? That like print screen from keyboard, that doesn't work. It won't give you very good quality render. Yes, if you want to have nice screen grabs, like press F11 from keyboard, it will make it a full screen. Press G to hide all this thing. You can see a scene, and I want a very good quality screenshot. So click on this. You can see high resolution screenshot. Click on this, and based on this system configuration, you can increase the multiplier. Multiplier means 1 means whatever the screen size, 2 means double the size, 3 means triple the size, 4 means like that. So I can use like 3 and capture. It will take little time and capture the scene and render it out. So I can see, double click, it's a quite a big high resolution image. Everything is seen. Dust is way too much, I have to reduce it, but you can see it can render out high resolution renders like this very easily. You don't have to do like you take a screenshot like this. You can render it out nicely, and if you want, you can now take this thing to Photoshop and manipulate also. Increase contrast, like all these things, you can do all those things very easily and nicely and generate something very nice. So like, because end of it, your output matters, like what you are showcasing and how your output looks. So it matters a lot. Like, yeah, you can do that and just F11 again, go back to the actual scene. If I can change the camera, and if I want to render it out again, I can definitely do it. Suppose I want to render this angle, change the camera, or maybe zoom out slightly. I can zoom out slightly with this angle. I'm not really happy. This one is much better. So like I want to render it out. Capture 3. If you increase this to way too high, your system might crash because this is like 100% dependent on GPU. You can render this thing out very easily. Nice renders of different angles. So you can have multiple good resolution, different angle renders, and then you can just simply showcase them nicely. So you can render out videos and screenshots also very nicely. And like, suppose I want to like modify something, I can definitely get to Photoshop and enhance the image, like same like what we do with normal images, same thing. Okay, enhance it and render out a very good quality render. Camera animation could be like really better. This is like really bad. We can do that. Fix everything. F11 to exit full screen. And if you render it like this, it will give you a different resolution. If you press F11, it will give you a different resolution. Let's see. And because this is whatever you see on screen, based on that, it's going to render. That's how Unreal works. You can see these are like rectangular shape and this is square in shape. So based on whatever is visible on your screen, it will take the render. So if you want something like this, you can use normal screen. If you want to like a wide angle, you can definitely use like full screen and then use it wide angle. Both works beautifully. So whatever you want like that, you can render. So basically Unreal is all real time. So whatever is visible on screen, it will render that only. So that's your final output. So you have to modify things and add all the effects and everything, make it interesting. And I can just save my scene, save all, everything is saved. So like kind of we covered everything. So if you like have any doubts, anything, any issues, you can definitely get back to me. I'll help you out like anything, any kind of thing. So like, and finish everything because because this will help you out in future, because in knowledge of Unreal and plus rendering, texture, all this thing will help you out in future, because nowadays gaming and all this thing, everybody, because if you check any job description, you will see if you know Unreal or Unity, it's added benefit, right? So it's always good. So always good practice, and you can render it out like anything, like in your past modules, future modules, you can render it in Unreal directly, so it will help you.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Okay, then I'll
Yes.
see you guys. Okay.
Sir,
Bye bye.
Yes. Sir.
excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, tomorrow there is class, the doubt section.
If you need, we can definitely have class. If you need a
Uh,
session.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Actually,
Okay.
tomorrow
No.
can.
No problem. We will have a doubtful session. So today evening or tomorrow early morning, I'll send a mail with timing and all, so we can
Yes,
have a
sir.
class. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir.
Okay, then I'll see you
Yes.
guys
Thank you,
tomorrow.
sir.
Bye
Yes.
bye.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Yes.